Well, it is that time where we are exploring our final island here in the Galapagos. And it's a bit of a bittersweet moment for me because I've enjoyed it so much. But I'm really looking forward to the day ahead. And today we are exploring Genovesa Island. Most north we've been in the Galapagos thus far. What it's known most for is the number of bird species that you find here on the island. I mean, there's magnificent frigatebirds as far as the eye can see. There are so many of these frigatebirds around. It's actually crazy. A lot of them are nesting. I mean, they don't have a set nesting period, so they can nest all year round. And oh, it looks like here there's one actually feeding its chick. Look at this. Now with the frigatebirds it's quite interesting. So both males and females will look after the chick. Oh, that seems like a good batch of fish. That chick got right down in there in his throat. But as I was saying, males and females look after the chick, but for the first 3 months after the chick hatches, the male is actually the one that looks after it. So this chick is quite big already. Looks like, oh, might happen again. Oh my goodness. Look at how far it's sticking its head down. Oh, another frigatebird came. Oh, another frigatebird came to steal the food that male was regurgitating to its chick. What? Crazy things. It also seems like that it's mainly males and juveniles here. So the juveniles are the ones with the sort of orangey brown heads. The males are totally black with a big red pouch or flap of skin. It looks more like a flap of skin when it's not inflated on the throat. And there are a couple of females, and those are the ones that are completely white on the chest and on the head. Oh, and look here, there's a male showing off a little bit of colour. Look at how beautiful that green iridescence is on its back. Now this is something Franklin tells us is super rare to see. A lot of the time you don't get to see frigatebirds close enough where you can actually see that green colour on the male's back. But the frigatebirds are not the only impressive species out here on Genovesa. The one species, which we have seen on other islands before, but not up close like this, is the swallow-tailed gull, which is really awesome to add to my bird list, because it is in fact the only species of nocturnal gull in the world. And the reason they're nocturnal is because they mainly hunt squid. Their eyes are incredibly sensitive to the light. You can see how large they are. Some species of squid light up in this beautiful color display, and so that glow is then caught by the eyes of these gulls, and they're able to see exactly what they're hunting. And just on the beach, it looks like two of them are actually doing a bit of a courtship display. Look at how they're wandering around, circling each other. The one looks like it's snapping its bill at the other one a little bit. I mean, they're both snapping at each other, but it almost looks like a bit of a courtship display. And if they do decide to mate, Franklin says they can mate up to 10 times in one go. But we'll see. Maybe they're just having an argument. You never know. But how beautiful is that backdrop with that turquoise blue water and some Galapagos sea lions in the back. fact there's a tiny little sea lion pup. Oh, look at how cute that is. Oh, the gulls are taking the attention. My word, that little guy is days old. Maybe not even days, maybe only 1, maybe 2 days old. It's tiny. That is really incredible. Oh, the gulls are mating. Oh, look at how the male's standing on top of the female. Now that's something I didn't expect to see this morning. And swallowtail gulls, just like the frigatebirds, don't have a particular season to breed. So they do breed all year round. You don't always see them on the islands being this active because they're mainly nocturnal, but it's a bit overcast today, which is maybe why we're seeing a bit more activity. But enough with the gulls. It looks like this mother sea lion is actually taking her little pup to the water. Oh, it can barely move. Look at it. It's so slow in comparison to mum. It's still wobbly. Doesn't even really know how to use those flippers yet. And look at how she lets it rest in the water a little bit, just letting it get used to the temperature of the waves. Oh, this could be a very special moment if she decides to take it for a swim, which I think is exactly what she's planning. Yep, there she goes. Oh, this could be this baby sea lion's first ever swim. What a special moment. Look at how apprehensive it is. It's a little bit scared to run in after mum, but it's in. It's getting there. And the water is actually a lovely warm temperature, so it's a great day for this little one to be practicing. Oh! Look at how mum's flipping it around. So this is her way of basically introducing it to the water. It's got to learn to swim at some point, and the sooner it learns to swim, the better. And it was a very quick dip, but oh, well done, little one! And the gulls are still at it though. In all that time we got distracted, they're still going. There's so much to look at, I actually don't know where to look. There's so much going on this morning. And after all that, it seems it's time for a well-earned suckle from mum. Nothing like a good bit of breakfast. But while this little pup enjoys mum's company, I think it's time to follow Franklin and see what else this island has in store for us. I'm sure there's some booby species up ahead. I could hear them earlier. But look, there's a young swallow-tailed gull. It's the first one I've seen, and it looks like quite a young one. It hasn't got its adult plumage yet. In fact, it's still very spotty to match all the little stones and pebbles on the beach here. And of course, some red-footed boobies. Look at how many there are. And look at this one playing with the stick. Now this is a youngster, and I say that because if you look at the bill, it's got almost no colour on it, very black in colour. There's a little bit of blue around the face starting to come through, but this is in fact a juvenile. Already has its adult plumage in terms of its feathers, very brown. The red-footed booby is different from the blue-footed booby in the fact that it doesn't have very much white on it. There's only a small population of red-footed boobies that are actually white in colour. The rest of them look like this, very brown, and the adults, you can see more towards the right, actually have blue and pink on their beak and on their face. And of course, bright red feet, whereas the juveniles actually have black feet. Just like all the booby species we've seen, the red-footed booby also hangs out in quite large groups. Just like these guys. These guys, there's about 7 of them. They keep popping into frame. And these juveniles are being quite mischievous. They keep trying to steal sticks from the adults. I think there's only 2 adults here. And it looks to me that they keep picking up sticks and different bits of material. So I think they're actually looking to build a nest. And these youngsters are just getting in the way a little bit. And these guys you can find on most of the islands, and especially here in Genovesa. They don't nest on cliff sides or rocks. They actually nest in shrubs or in small trees. But it seems like they build nests very much similar to a dove. It's just a thin platform of rather large sticks. They certainly provide nothing short of pure entertainment. But there's not just big species of birds out here. There are also some much smaller, maybe a little bit inconspicuous species, like these Galapagos doves, which I must admit are my favourite by far. They're just so beautiful with all of those patterns all over their feathers, this little pink sort of blush on their neck and on their throat, and of course a beautiful blue line of eyeliner all the way around their eyes. For such a small bird, they are truly stunning. And of course we can't forget about Darwin's finches. Now, there are 17 different species of Darwin's finch, ranging from cactus finches to ground finches, but here we actually have a tree finch. And it looks like it's hunting in between these little shrubs here. I say hunting because they mainly eat little insects. And it looks like it's actually got one. Look at that! What has it got there? It looks like maybe a little, almost like a sand louse. But I love that we get so up close to these animals. It's just incredible. However, it is time for us to yet again dive under the waves here at Genovesa for what will be the last time here in the Galapagos. But if this is how I get to say goodbye to truly one of the most phenomenal places I have ever been, then I will take it any day.